Hello friends, my name is Marcus. Welcome to the Walking Carpet Galactic review. We're going to jump right face first into it and talk about the news. Here we go. The CBP. We have a specimen. Oh my gosh. Well, in Tucson, Arizona, they found a Polymnia delongi. It's part of the Psychedeliae family. It's invasive. The CBP is doing everything they can to neutralize the problem of its spreading. They've fumigated the imported shipment and notified the importer of what they found, and upon fumigation it was released into commerce. So hopefully they have nipped this in the bud. We're going to keep a close eye on it, because the last thing we want is to have an elusive little critter being completely blindsiding us in our wonderful agriculture field. Well, moving on. Let's talk about earthquakes, guys. We've had some seismic activity happening out on the West Coast. There was 2 6.0s last week. This week it's just popping off left and right outside the Cascadia subduction zone and on the San Andreas fault line. Now, if you don't know what the Cascadia subduction zone is, it definitely needs some research from you. It's a very, very, very interesting plate that, if when buckled up, can cause a distortion of water and landmass, wreaking havoc upon the coastline. Moving into the world of moon bases and the moon, we've got cosmonauts on the moon at a moon base, and they're watching and checking for things. They're doing their space hunting, possibly looking over Bennu. It's the 2175 asteroid that could potentially hit us and cause major problems. As you can see, it's not exactly small, and with the trajectory findings, they are plotting it to be a problem in 2175. Well, now let's jump into some frequency things, guys. It's a little bit more on the dark side of the web, but with what's going on lately, it's kind of important to talk about nonetheless. So what is frequency so important, you might ask? Well, here's why. We're made of water and neurological electrons that make us like a giant conduit. We are powered by frequencies. We can be manipulated by frequencies. We can manifest things using frequencies. If you think about it for 4 minutes, you could bring it to fruition. Well, also with frequencies, you get the bad side of frequencies, which TVs, smart meters, all of this crazy stuff is always geared to take over and shock our minds. With 5G being implemented, there's a lot of questions and concerns, so we have to keep ourselves very, very aware. I know that there's a patent that shows how TVs can manipulate human frequency. Look into that, friends. All of this deserves wonderful research, and if we all work together, we can get all of the answers that we need. Another thing about frequencies, they had a program called MK Ultra back moons ago, 40s and 50s, maybe even sooner than that. They were using frequency manipulation to make humans do things that they normally wouldn't do. And one of these tactics was allegedly, which is another part of the dark web, Polybus. It's a video game that came out in the 80s that apparently was brainwashing kids using triangular patterns and bright colors, and it would just kind of hypnotize you into doing things that you normally wouldn't do. And speaking of hypnotizing, the last thing we need is to be hypnotized. This even shown up on The Simpsons, guys. So they predict a lot of things on The Simpsons, so let's just keep our eyes and ears open. Now, lastly, we don't want to end up drones following a system being manipulated by any kind of frequencies. So let's keep ourselves sharp. Let's not end up like a bunch of militiamen in a line following a sing-song dance that is ridiculous and not even for our better good. Well, friends, this is the Walking Carpet Galactic review. We're going to just breeze through all of the updates and highlights of the news and keep it fresh. Have a great night, everyone.